Okay, I'm recording this. I always forget that. Yeah,
That's
watch that
okay.
video. It kind of goes through the syllabus. Download a hard copy of the syllabus. Homework is neither corrected, no, it's neither collected nor is it graded. Right now, we're
Okay.
looking at 4 exams, which will be online. I'll announce those exams probably a week to 10 days prior. Excuse
Okay.
me, prior to the exam. And basically, what you're doing is you're watching the PowerPoints.
Mhm.
But then I have a voiceover. Now, the voiceover is exactly what I would do if I was in class. I'd be having a PowerPoint and I would go through it. So what I've got is me recording my voice as I go through the different slides. And then I've
Okay.
got so many other videos up there. In fact, when it comes time to do the homework, you'll see a PDF. I think you guys are already starting on section 1.1 and 1.2, I believe. It's today's homework. What
Okay.
you'll see is a following day, even sometimes the same day as the assignment is made, you'll see a voiceover for the homework where I actually
Mhm.
go through all the problems and same way I would do it in class, I'm walking you through how the answer was derived. So I got voiceovers to the PowerPoints, I got voiceovers to the solution. I've got Google Slides if you don't want to download necessarily to, if you don't have Office, but there's a link that you can download off Microsoft Office 2000 and whatever, because you're a student there. But the Google
Mhm.
Slides, and then there's so many videos. Thing is, you know, as I look in Canvas, I can see the amount of time that people have spent. And I've got some
Mhm.
people, already have spent, 2 or 3 hours, and I got some people spending 5, 10 minutes. It's an online course and no one's there to prod you, but it's there and you've got to log in and do, I mean, the resources are there and doing the work. I mean, if you're not logging in, you're not doing the work. I don't know how you think you're going to succeed.
Mhm.
Thing that's different about this particular course, something that I've never done before, intercession. When we do an intercession course, we do a whole course in 2 weeks. It's crazy amount of work. Most online courses in the summertime are 5 weeks. This one is unusual. It's 10 weeks, which kind of spreads out. Gives you more time to accomplish. Takes a little longer to get through it, but
Yeah.
you're not bombarded with all this work to do in 5 weeks. So 10 weeks is nice. Plus, it allows people who receive financial aid to apply for financial aid. They can't do it with a 5-week course. So the numbers
Oh,
right
I
now,
didn't know that.
I think our course, I think we've got 17 in our course, which is a good amount. I'm asking Anna Adams, she's not familiar with. If you can see Anna, she's, I'm asking her to unmute, but she's not doing it. And then I'm asking her
There
also.
she is.
Hi, just
Oh,
unmuted.
Anna, finally, yeah. Anna, you don't want to show us? You want to turn your camera on?
Oh, let me turn
Don't
my
have to.
camera on.
Okay.
Hello.
All right. I can see why with
Hi.
that long, pretty hair, you didn't want to turn your camera on. Okay, Anna. And sometimes people, depending on what time I do the Zoom meeting, they've just woken up. No, you don't want to see me,
That's when you put your picture up instead.
Yeah, exactly. I was just giving Mary Ann all the answers to the exams. You missed it by about 2 minutes. I'm sorry.
I got it all.
Oh no.
I
Yeah.
can be bought though, Anna, for a price.
Oh no.
Any concerns, Anna? I was just going over what you can expect. I mean, you've got to log in. I've got a lot of material there. Voiceovers to the PowerPoints, the actual PowerPoint. I've got Google Slides. I do a voiceover of the homework assignment. I walk you through it. There are Khan Academy videos. I'm available by email. The Zoom meeting acts like an office hour. But during the course of the course, if you've got a particular question, it could be on a Wednesday night, please shoot me an email. What I've done in the past, sometimes I'll actually create a video for YouTube. Very important that you've got that TI calculator, that TI 84. I've got a link here for $20. You don't have to go out and buy one for 110, but the majority of the math takes place with the calculator. It does pretty much everything for you. I mean, there's some questions, is this level of measurement. Is it nominal, ordinal, whatever? That's, that's not a mathematical question per se, but a lot of it is just basic common sense. But to take advantage of all the resources that I have for you and log in on a consistent basis, don't just log in once a week. I was telling Mary Ann, I can see behind the curtain, so to speak. Canvas gives me the amount of time that an individual student has been on Canvas. And I'm seeing some people with over an hour, 2 hours. I got one gentleman with like 5 hours already. Then I got people with 5 minutes. I'm going, what can you do in 5 minutes?
Mhm.
So it's there. No one's there. That's the bad part about online is no one's there to push you. But then again, on a face-to-face course, I can't force you to show up face-to-face either. So you got to make a concerted effort. I mean, this is real. You want to pass the course and you want to move on with your academic career. So any questions that I can answer? And like I say, the Zoom meeting acts like an office hour, but during the course of the week, feel free to email me if you have
Okay.
a particular concern. And I'm usually on my machine. As my wife would say, I'm on my machine too much. I'm actually running 2 courses. I'm doing the statistics and I'm also running a college algebra course. So
Oh, wow.
now the exams will be all multiple choice. And here's the deal. People say, well, why don't you collect the homework? Well, the homework's all multiple choice. How am I going to, and I give you the answers. So what am I going to correct? My own answers?
Right.
But be aware when you comes time to take the exam, have those sheets, have the practice sheets next to you with the answer circled maybe. In fact, what you'll see is I actually have PDF files of all the solutions. In fact, I go over it in a voiceover, but I have the PDFs and as the course moves on, I've got screenshots of how the problem was solved with the calculator. Those are great resources to have by your side because how I get the homework, I have a test generating program. And for the homework, I may choose 1, 3, 5, and 7. For the exam, I choose 2, 4, 6, and 8. So it's not the exact same question, but it's very similar, the same topic, the same whatever. So have that with you, and then with the exam, for security purposes, once you answer a question, you can't go back. So make sure you've got the whatever, have your resources and whatever notes you have, and some instructors use what's called lockdown browser, but they only realize if a person's going to cheat, they could have another window open, another machine by their side, have their phone. So I'm not concerned about that. I mean, if you can figure out a cheat, you can figure out answer the question. If you're that bright. About 90 minutes, you'll have plenty of time. Usually they're between 20 and 25 questions. 90 minutes gives you more than enough time. In fact, in class, the test would be an hour and 15. It'd be 75. I give you an extra 15 minutes, but be prepared before you start. Have everything there that you need for notes. But the homework the test mirrors the homework. So if you're spending your time on the homework, you're going to do well in the exam. I'm talking a lot, but that's what I do. Any concerns other than that?
So just a question about the test. So is the test also, we can take it whenever we're ready, or is the test all taken by everyone at the same time?
I give you usually a 24-hour period. I may start the
Okay.
test, for instance. I think our first test is next week from Friday, I believe. Hold on just 1 second. Let me take a peek at this.
Sure.
Let me go to Canvas. And I'm going to share my screen here. You should be seeing my Canvas screen.
It's starting. Yep.
Okay. So there we are with statistics. So I've got today's homework. If I go down to Friday, 6-9. No, it's not that one. Maybe if I go to 6-13. Yeah, there it is. Exam number 1. It's Tuesday, 6:20. So to
Okay.
get to the exam, there's nothing on his left side that says exams, it's quizzes. All right, so if you click on quizzes right here, it's not available until I've got this set up at 12 midnight. And what I normally do is I give you a 24-hour window because I know people's work schedules. So within that time frame, within that 24 hours, you've got to, put aside 90 minutes to do the exam. All right, in fact, if you click on it. All right, oh, here it is here. First exam will be available midnight Tuesday, 6:13, and stay open until noon Wednesday. All right, so I'm giving you 24, what, 36, oh no, so midnight Tuesday.
That's 12 hours.
Sure.
Oh, no. That is 36 hours.
Yeah, 36 hours. Yeah, because midnight Wednesday would be 24 hours and then you get till noon.
Right.
Yeah, so in
Mhm.
36 hours, hopefully you can find some time to do the test within 36 hours. I'm pretty flexible
good.
on that.
Very good.
Yeah, and what you'll see is when you finish the exam, you'll see the wrong answers, but you won't necessarily see the right answers because I have to maintain some security. All right, I'm giving you 90 minutes. All right, so. Yeah. So it stays open till the 14th. Yeah, so you get 36 hours.
Okay.
Plenty of time.
And once you start it, you have to finish it. You cannot go back.
You gotta do it in one sitting. All right.
Right. Okay.
For security concerns, once you whatever, and I'll put this in here, once you start, you just can't go to CVS and come back or go for a cocktail and come back. That's not gonna make it. All right,
Gotcha.
so let me stop sharing my screen and then I'm back, okay? How about that?
Sounds good. Makes sense.
And I know that, trying to find the optimum time to do a Zoom meeting, there's no optimum time with 17 people. You're just not gonna find a time that everybody's free or everybody who wants to. And I'm getting emails. Is the Zoom meeting mandatory? I posted that several times, non-mandatory. I've said that in the syllabus. I said it during my opening remarks. I've said it in the email and people are saying, is it mandatory? Oh, geez. I mean, I hate to be, I don't want to be sarcastic, but it helps if you read. I mean, and if you've taken an online course, you know the workload. The idea is you're not going to campus and people like online. I mean, I've been doing online courses, going back to the early 2000s. I've done graduate level, I'm not bragging, but I've got a lot of experience, but you got to log on, you got to be there. I mean, the work's not going to get done by itself. Are you folks both taking online courses before?
This is my first,
Okay.
but it's
I-
also my first course I've taken in a while, so it'll new territory, but I'm very comfortable
No,
with.
I can
online.
relate. I can relate. I didn't go back to school until I was in my late 30s, early 40s. And to get another degree, and then I went on from there. But yeah, it's all timing, family, and
Exactly.
methods.
Mhm.
Anna, stay young,
I know.
stay young, because the alternative sucks.
What do you see as the biggest, other than not putting in the work of the time that they need to, is there any other thing that you find people trip up on, like that they have difficulty with?
No, if you're taking advantage of all the voiceovers and the PowerPoints, and main thing, in fact, let me see if I can show it. Let me share my screen again. I want to see if I've actually posted what I was talking about. Give me a second here. Share the screen. Let me go to modules here. Well, right here, where it says chapter 1, 2, 3 worksheet solutions. Okay,
Mhm.
lady, seeing that?
Yep.
Here's what I'm saying. The answers. Now, let's say we're in section 3.2 and 3.3. I say answers. I don't have any. Oh, here I am. See where I have screenshots?
Uh-huh.
Here we're
Yep.
finding the standard deviation, what's called a frequency distribution. Well, the first thing you need to do, you'll find out, is to find a midpoint of these classes, put that into one list, put the frequency in another list, go to stat, calculate. So I'm kind of showing you how I derived it.
Mhm.
Quartile 3 here, I'm finding where P16 is. So they're not only do I have the answer circled, I've got a screenshot of how I did it. Now,
Right.
in my voiceover, in fact, if I go back here, And let me go to something like maybe 616 is the test. All right, I give you actually a practice test. My gosh, I'm just saying to myself, I wish I had this when I was going. I give you a practice exam to get, aside from all the worksheets you've got, you got to practice the. Now watch what I do here. All right, there's the PDF. Notice what I'm saying. Watch these two videos only after attempting the practice test. In other words, don't just watch the video without actually doing the test.
Right.
Don't mind if I have it. All right, so if you can hear this, I'm not sure, but. All right, this is the
Yeah.
practice test for exam number 1. So I'll go through these. There are a couple that I'm going to do separately on a different video because I want to be able to show you the CI-84 calculator. Number 1, an accountant was struck by lightning 3 times in his lifetime. Well, it's not possible and likely. In the United States, there's only about 270 people every year that get struck by lightning. And worldwide, there's only about 2,000 every year. So it's not impossible, but it's possible, but very, 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 very unlikely. Get struck by lightning once, let alone 3 times. Ain't gonna happen. After inspecting all 55,000 kilograms of meat, it's found that 45,000 kilograms were spoiled. Is that a parameter or a statistic? The key word is all. When we're inspecting everyone, you're using the entire population. You've got a parameter. Get the idea?
Yes,
public said, well,
that's good. That's very helpful.
Inspected 1,000 of the 55,000. Well, 1,000 of the 55 would be a sample. You're not selecting all. When you see the word all, it's you're inspecting the entire population. It's the parameter. Find the best, the appropriate level. Good, better, and best is very similar to A, B, C, D. 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. It's the ordinal level of measurement. All right, so I walk you through everything, you know.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Ordinal. I do my best, so. Temperatures. And I'm still seeing this, so I gotta stop this. All right.
Stop sharing.
Stop sharing would be a good idea too. Yeah, back. I'm seeing my screen, right? You see me?
Yep.
Okay,
You're back.
I am back.
All right. What do you like to be called?
Mr. Gomes,
Okay.
Professor. I'd rather Mr. Gomes, Professor's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Either one. We're at this stage of the game. To be quite honest, Marianne, we're closer in age than Anna is, so I wouldn't probably mind you calling me John. Anna, I may frown upon that because of the age. No, usually it's at this stage of the game, it's Mr. Gomes or Professor Gomes.
Sounds good.
John is a little, you know, and I think you're in your early 20s, right, Anna?
I'm in college. I'm a freshman in college, so I'm only 19.
Okay, even better. I feel even worse now, Anna. Thank you. What college? What college?
I go to Emmanuel College.
Okay, I'm familiar with it. I also teach at Bridgewater State University. So, what's your major?
I'm a nursing major.
Yeah, I find a lot of,
Oh,
I don't know, out of 17 people, I do over the course of the summer courses, find people from other colleges taking online courses at Massasoit because of the money. It's a lot cheaper to take a course at Massasoit, right?
Yeah, I like the slower pace of the course because math isn't like my best subject, so I thought it would be better to have like a slower pace.
Yeah, you know, stats is math, but it's not really, you know, it's statistics is everywhere. You can't turn on the news without hearing some stat. And what drives me crazy is when they throw these numbers out with polls and they never tell you how many people they surveyed, what was the demographics, what part of the country. They just throw a number out and then people have the tendency just to repeat that number, having no idea where these numbers come from. And this is why polls have been so inaccurate over the last few years. Well, first of all, the phone rings and you see it on your TV, it's a number you don't recognize. Chances are you're not picking it up. And if you do pick it up, sometimes people will answer a question based upon what they think the survey person wants them to answer. And how about this? A lot of people just lie, flat out lie. Yeah, you're gonna vote for so-and-so? Yeah, I'm voting for him. And they laugh like I can hang the phone up. So it's tougher and tougher to get accurate polls, but that doesn't stop them from throwing these numbers out there with no background. So at least when you get out of this course, you'll have an understanding. And we get to chapter 4. My favorite chapter is probability.
Mhm.
You find out the probability of winning the megabucks. You have a 10 times greater chance of, if you drive 1 mile to play a megabucks ticket and 1 mile back home, you have a 10 times greater chance of killing yourself or somebody else than you do of winning megabucks. And I still play. Yeah, statistics,
That's funny.
probability, it's interesting. I enjoy teaching it because it just relates to what's going on in the world right now.
Right.
You'll walk away knowing how these polls were generated, and I find it interesting. That's just me.
Okay.
Other
Good
than
luck
that,
with your nursing classes, Anna. I highly recommend it. I can't tell you how many people I meet that choose nursing as a second career because they did not go into it to begin with because they thought they wanted to do something else. So
Yes.
good career choice the first time around.
Thank you.
with the population getting older and older, they're gonna need more and more
We
nurses.
need, absolutely.
And what hospital
And
do you work at, Marianne?
I work at Beth Israel Deaconess, so across the street from Emmanuel.
Deaconess,
Yes,
I
right
was
across the
there for, oh my gosh, what did I have done at Deaconess? Oh, my foot, a bunion I had removed.
Yeah.
I had
So
it
one
done.
of the podiatry surgeons.
Yeah, then I had the surgery done at
Mhm.
an outreach. I forget what town it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
but we're so
they
fortunate to have all these great hospitals.
right in a
I
small area.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was very ill back in the early 90s. I had a disease called retroperitoneal fibrosis. And here they had no idea back home, but I ended up at Lay Clinic and they saw, I remember walking in, the doctor says, I know what you got, slightly rare, but I know it. I've seen it before. And that's the thing with these
Very
big
good.
hospitals, they've seen so many and they share information. It's not like I'm the stage on the sage on a stage. Hospitals in Boston, they have a committee and they get together and they talk about your case. I mean, so,
Yeah.
great. Do they make mistakes? Yeah, but they'll make a heck of a lot more less mistakes than doctors down here, but whatever. So good luck, Anna.
Very good.
Thank you.
Too bad you missed the answers that I gave Marianne, but maybe what
That's
somebody
all right. We'll
what
make a
somebody here in this
financial.
video is gonna email me. Can I get the answers too? Ladies, I don't want to take your time. If that's all set, feel free to email me. With any concerns, just log on. The resources are there. And here again, I post the homework on Tuesday. I usually do it like either Monday night, Tuesday morning early, and then either Thursday night or Friday morning early. And these Zoom meetings, but here again, I can be reached by email. I'll get back to you within 12, sometimes even faster than that. I'm on my machine.
All
Feel free to reach out and ask any question that you have. Any concerns?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank
Quite welcome.
you.
All righty,
All right.
very good. So
Bye.
I'm gonna share this recording so people are gonna see you. Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.